Recently, I've switched over to an ampless setup using the Nano Cortex from Neural DSP. But playing in a metal band, every so often I need to get some feedback, which is next to impossible without a cabinet on stage. And even if there is a cabinet on stage, running back to the cab and having my back to the audience isn't the greatest look. The FreqOUT from DigiTech takes care of all these issues with a simple, realistic sounding feedback effect. Don't believe me? Let me show you. Before we jump into this pedal, I want to give a big shout out to Zounds for providing me with this pedal to try out. Check out the description for links if you want to pick one up. The construction of this pedal is pretty impressive. The housing, well, not your traditional construction, is all metal and does weigh a good amount. It has a pretty standard footprint of about 4.75 by 2.9 inches, 120 by 73 millimeters for the rest of the world. It's pretty low profile too, with the body only being about 1.1 inches or 28 millimeters tall. On the sides, it has your 1/4 inch input and output, and on the back, the 9-volt input. There is a 300 milliamp power requirement, but the highest I've measured is 225 milliamps, so you'd probably be okay with a 250 milliamp supply. On the top of the pedal is all the fun stuff. Instead of going over everything then doing a demo, we're just going to hop right into it. Currently, the pedal is not engaged. You'll know it is when the center LED on the feedback meter is lit. Now we play something, we get feedback. We have a few controls we can work with. The first is the feedback type. We have natural high, natural low, fifth, third, second, first, and sub. We'll just keep it at natural high for now. The other set of knobs are stacked. The inner knob controls the gain or level of the feedback. And the outside controls the onset or how long it takes the feedback to kick in and fade out. The maximum setting takes a long time. The other two controls we have are the momentary and dry switches. The momentary switch will turn the foot switch into a momentary switch, so the feedback will only be activated when we're stepping on the foot switch. And when the dry switch is off, you only get the feedback signal out of the pedal. Not something I'm sure I'd ever use, but it's there. And that's it. A super simple pedal that, in my opinion, sounds realistic and solves my lack of feedback problems. The only downside is the price. At $240 US, it is a little pricey, especially for an effect you're not going to use all the time. But it does what it's supposed to do. So if you have the funds and need the feedback, this is the way to go. I'll be buying this pedal from Zounds myself. Check out the description for links to pick it up. But hey, until next time, rock on.